What's happening, bulls and bears? Just wanted to jump on here with a quick update. This is the used car market, and prices have fallen even more. Now, we've covered this pretty thoroughly over the past, especially this year, 2022. Since the increase in interest rates, obviously the cost to finance a vehicle, the payments are a lot higher. But combine that with the severe amount of debt that people are in, combine that with the cost of fuel and energy and just the overall cost of living being high, people are having a very difficult time keeping up with their car payments. And we're seeing repos now, and we're seeing a price decline that's the biggest that we've seen in over 10 years. We're going back again to the financial crisis time period. Here just recently, Manheim Used Vehicle Index put out a report here, and it was covered under by a few different news outlets. The Manheim Used Vehicle Index for October declined to 200, or about 10.6%, which is the worst decline since December 2008, when the global economy was melting down, and it's the fifth largest decline ever. This decline in prices, again, was the fifth largest drop from one month to another, the fifth largest decline ever. So if you're in the business if you're in the market rather for a used car, you may want to hold off, because we're going to start seeing some deals, some better deals. I mean, deals are better now than they were just in the summer or compared to the beginning of the year. But some really good deals are going to be in 2023. In fact, we may see prices drop to where they were in 2008. I'm talking about a big price drop. Let's talk about the financing. Right now, this is out of Car Dealership Guy. Put this out here. Average financing rates right now for used cars are for new cars, 6.27%. And check this out, for used cars, 10.33%. So you want to talk about skyrocketing payments. Prices are still high, even though they came down. But combine these still high prices with these financing, these interest rates, and it's not what most people can handle. So I expect to see a big surge of inventory coming on the market here very soon. A little more over here. The index that tracks the price of what car dealerships pay at auto auctions has slid now for 8 out of 9 months, and has declined for 5 straight months. The most recent 5 months, 5 months of price declines. No surprise. We told everyone this was going to happen. No one listening to this right now is surprised by this. This was also put out here out of Bloomberg. Let me just read this section here out of Bloomberg. Quote, used car prices, once considered the barometer of how bad inflation has become, are now moderating. In fact, they have been dropping for almost a year. As supply chain shortages moderate, this closely watched gauge will likely continue to decline, helping curb overall inflation. Exactly what I've been saying. This is one area where we're going to see deflation. We also see that in the housing market. Continues here, the move may also support the narrative that the Fed can scale back its rate increases, boosting stocks. Again, out of Bloomberg. All right, so depending on where you're positioned right now, this is either good news or bad news. If you just bought a car and you maybe went out and bought a new car, or even an expensive used car, or even an inexpensive used car, you're going to be very sorry when you see the price drop. Who knows how much, but this thing is just getting started. Even before rates took the big drastic rise, remember we reported how the subprime loans were already seeing a big uptick in delinquencies. And now I have a video here I'm going to play. We're looking at about 15,000 cars repossessed each month. I think it's going to get a lot worse. I'm just going to read you a quote here. The bad news about sliding wholesale used vehicle prices is when they crush the retail market. There will be so many new buyers underwater in their vehicle loans, and it's going to be used vehicles too. But what do people do when they're drastically underwater in an asset, even a vehicle? They turn in the keys. They let it go back to the bank. And people think that they're going to let it go back to the bank and then maybe buy later at a lower price. And, this is going to be a big drag on the economy, because when people lose their transportation, then you start to see even bigger job losses. We're starting to see layoffs increase. And the whole jobs number that came out for October was very flawed. We're going to lay that out for you in the next episode. They really are manipulating the numbers now like I've never seen before. in all my years of tracking this type of data. The job numbers, the new jobs added numbers, are just completely nonsensical. All right, let me go ahead and cue this video up right now. This is footage of a walkthrough of a auction lot with all these cars that have been repossessed. Take a quick listen.
Repos all back there. But this is what I'm trying to say to you guys, man. Like, the car market is collapsing right in front of our eyes. So y'all be careful what you guys buy. If you don't get a deal, then don't buy it, because these big dealers are very scared. These banks are crazy scared right now. So they're repoing 15,000 cars a month.
Now, also, we're seeing this in certain stocks. Shares of Carvana plunged by 24% as they missed expectations. Last month, the largest U.S. chain of car dealerships, AutoNation, whose CEO Mike Manley warned the used car market shows signs of imploding. And that's from a CEO of AutoNation, the largest U.S. chain of car dealerships. When a CEO of a car dealership says that the market is imploding, to me, that's very big, because usually CEOs are the ones that deny this because it's going to hurt their business if people start getting fear, if people start getting scared of buying a used car. But this is the CEO of the largest car dealer in the nation. Wow. So it's going to get very real for a lot of people. If you're sitting on the sidelines with some cash, if you've been waiting, stacking, as we call that, it's waiting and stacking, then you're going to get some good deals coming up in 2023 if you're in the market for a car. Please let me know what you think down in comments on this, folks. Have you been seeing more cars coming on the market? Have you been checking prices? I've been looking around, looking for a newer SUV myself, and decided to hold off as soon as I saw rates rising at the beginning of the year, which I've clearly put out there for all of you. And our waiting is going to be worth it, because we're going to see some deals. But if you don't have cash and you have to finance it, the higher interest rates may just offset the lower vehicle price. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying stack cash. Cash is still king, still the world reserve currency. There's some competition out there against the dollar, but we're going to talk about that in a different report. What do you think about this? Car price is going to crash? Or are they going to fall even more? Please let me know what you think down in the comments. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye for now, and peace.